In the Gambia, ending female genital mutilation is no longer a question of law. It is a test of political courage, religious influence, and how much progress a fragile democracy can protect. Just over a year ago, this country stood at the brink of being the first country in the world to ever repeal a ban on FGM.
While FGM is no longer widely debated in many parts of the world, it remains a lived reality in the Gambia and remains deeply rooted in parts of Gambian society, particularly in rural communities.
The fact that we are in 2026 and we are talking about little girls' genitals being cut tells us what a problem we have. One of the things that I must keep emphasizing is how we really need to accelerate efforts. We need, especially in the Gambia, a multi-sectoral approach where FGM is not just considered as a gender issue.
Behind the politics are real lives. Survivors warn that weakening the law would legitimize a practice that causes lifelong physical and psychological harm, often carried out on girls who have little or no say in the matter.
I have fears. I have fears that all my fights might end up being zero if the law is repealed. I will not be able to protect my girls. I come from a family that support FGM, and having the law repealed is like I don't have anywhere to lean on, saying if anything has to happen to my girls, that I'm going to take the law when there is no law.
The Gambia is a Muslim majority country where religious leaders hold enormous influence and where patriarchy, male dominance in family and community decision making remains deeply entrenched.
We've seen other countries with majority Muslims and they do not practice FGM. So that tells us that FGM is really not a religious obligation. It is a tradition, it is a cultural practice that has been going on in this country for decades and decades. And I do believe FGM can be ended. FGM is man-made, but also importantly, we are seeing progress. We are seeing that in the Gambia, 46% of women are saying that, and especially survivors, are saying that they are changing their minds on FGM and that the practice should not continue. We are seeing so many young women are ending FGM in their families. I am a survivor of FGM. I am already seeing in my family that we are moving away from the practice.
Some lawmakers acknowledge that efforts to repeal the ban are still ongoing. With another parliamentary term, another bill, or another shift in political alliances, the law could once again come under attack.
The ban on the FGM is something else in the Gambia. Of course, I know they're still on it. They've not stopped. They are still making sure that the ban is lifted, and that has been their campaign all along, and they will continue doing that. So perhaps what we will do more is to ensure that there is enforcement in the law by the relevant authorities. Like anybody who is found wanting doing this practice, what the law says should be made on the person.
As the world marks the International Day of Zero Tolerance for FGM, the Gambia stands as a reminder that passing a law is just the beginning. Without political commitment, community engagement, and the courage to challenge harmful norms, progress can be reversed. With 2030 fast approaching, the question is not whether FGM can end, but whether the progress gained can be protected. Lena E. Gwenyiba, CGTN Banjul.